Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel all about narrations. I hope you guys are having a very wholesome week and it's filled with reading. Well, today's video is going to be extremely fun and intellectually enriching, might I add, because I want to touch on a topic which is very dear to my heart. Why do we read a novel? Entertainment, emotional connection, knowledge and learning, empathy and understanding, critical thinking, relaxation and stress relief. I know y'all must be thinking that why is she answering such obvious questions? That is because it's gonna lead me to another extremely important question. How much do we really know about what we are reading? Especially when it comes to the fictional books. Do we know all sorts of literary genres that are covered in fiction or in writing in general? Well, you might know a few, but you might not know those few in depth. Do you know the main category, one of the main categories that falls under the fictional literary genre? Bildungsroman. What is Bildungsroman? Well, the word found its origin in German, where Bildung means formation or education and Roman means a novel. So it is basically a novel of formation, or to put it in simpler words, the coming of age novel. You guys, I'm pretty sure, must have read a Bildungsroman in your life at some point. Well, did you read Great Expectations by Charles Dickens, or Jane Eyre, or To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee? Well, if you have, then you have read a Bildungsroman. But why is Bildungsroman so specific? As a literary genre, what is the construct of a Bildungsroman? Here it is. Bildungsroman actually has 4 stages, which are the loss, the journey, the conflict and personal growth, and then there's maturity. Now, this novel usually traces a character's coming of age or emotional growth of a character throughout the narrative. So, the first part of Bildungsroman deals with the loss, where the protagonist experiences a profound loss at the beginning, which usually is during their earlier formative years. This could be a death of a near one, or perhaps the end of a significant relationship. Then there's the journey. Following this loss, the protagonist embarks on a journey which can be physical or metaphorical to find answers to the bigger questions. In this process, they gain life experience, and that helps them understand life better. The third one, conflict and personal growth. The journey isn't easy, and the protagonist makes at least a few mistakes along the way and is usually at odds with society. But as the story progresses, they slowly begin to accept the ideals of society. Maturity, the last stage. By the end of the novel, the protagonist demonstrates significant change and psychological growth and maturity. The story sometimes ends with them helping someone else on their path to maturity too. Now, why is Bildungsroman so dear to me, or why do I want to talk about it? I think because one of the few novels that I started reading in like my early stages of reading was Great Expectations by Charles Dickens, and I was hooked to that novel, and I was very curious to track this narrative of one particular character, which goes from phases of innocence to his innocence getting diluted when the character goes to a bigger city, and then how life brings to him certain instances that humbles him. And I feel like as I'm growing up, I can relate to that narrative and I can relate to that character, because you have a lot of experiences in life that make you feel elated, that you want to boast about. But at the same time, if you don't have that particular balance of feeling proud of yourself, but at the same time not belittling anyone else on their journey, because everyone is on different paths and they are on different journeys in their life. And if you fail to recognize that, then you obviously will encounter situations that will humble you too. So this narrative is extremely close to my heart because I see a Bildungsroman, written by every person I have met. They are writing their own Bildungsroman and they're writing it in their own unique way, with all of their successes, failures, learnings, teachings, and mindfulness. And hopefully, we all recognize that we are the main character in our stories and we should lead by example. We should have certain morals that we need to stick by in our life, and be proud that we are also going through these 4 stages of loss, journey, emotional growth, maturity, and epiphanies, and welcome epiphanies with open arms and embrace them and learn from them and grow. So, I really hope that I didn't go too much into the spiritual aspect of it and wasn't very profound for your liking, but I wanted to share my love for this literary genre and what I learned from it. But I'll see you next time with yet another topic that I love and that hopefully will resonate